We're back. We're back. We're live. What's up? Welcome to the studio. Studio Spicy. Back with another stream. It's been a while once again. I'm going to get on a schedule one of these days and do this regularly. Zach, thanks for being in the chat. Yeah, you're going to see some top secret stuff today. Got the clearance with Keith to show it off. But you can't tell anyone, okay? You cannot go, you can. It's part of the fun, but it's not, the fun is that I will pretend like it's top secret and you really can't show anyone. So with that in mind, don't do it. Great. Sophie, thank you for being here. Thank you. Yes. Oh, wow. Yeah. The look is new. We have a little bit of a fresh look going on here. Just got a haircut. I was trying out the new glasses. So, yeah, there's a lot new. There's a lot of new stuff going on in Sam's world. So, in fact, actually, let's start off with some new stuff, actually. Like I said, it's been a while since we did this, so I've got, we are going to do sports stuff today, as the title suggests, but we're going to go through a couple other updates before we get into the sports. So, first thing, a couple things I've been working on here. This is my Mythmash shirt. I'm making some shirts, as you probably know from some of our more recent streams. We're going to Dice Tower here in just a couple weeks. Hard to believe that it's come up so soon. But yeah, I'm putting together some. I need to get together a last-minute shirt order, both for some PLAAY merch and for some Mythmash stuff as well. So, been working on some of that. Here, let's. This is just the design. I've got mock-ups of the shirts that I want to show you too. Let me find that real quick. How's everybody doing today? Oh, you want a shirt, Sophie? Yeah, I think we can set that up. I think we can make that happen. So I have a couple options here. So this is the yellow one, as you can see in the yellow background there, which I do like. Yellow is kind of the color, the official color of Mythmash. But who doesn't love a good classic white tee also? I do kind of feel like the white makes the colors pop a little better. So might go with that. We might go with that. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Part of the eye test for me, at least, is looking at them in this, like zoomed out, very small icons here. I feel like the colors, I don't know, the colors look good on both, but there is a nice contrast with that yellow shirt and like the green and purple going on in the. So I think we'll probably go yellow. I don't know. We'll see. Still haven't made up my mind. So there's those. Also, here's a new PLAAY Games shirt that I've been working on for the same thing. So this is the front, classic, simple, modern, PLAAY Games, green, nice bold slab font. And then the back gets a little crazy. So, yeah. What do we think about that? Kind of a streetwear kind of look. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. That's going to be cool, I think. Got our web graphic banner that we worked on last time in sort of like a dot matrix style, halftone, black and white print, and then some cool like iconography. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then I got to get a new Wayne Montana shirt too. Actually, Keith needs one before I do, I think. But my Wayne Montana shirt has this ugly stain on the back of it now, so maybe we'll get 2 Wayne Montana shirts. So that's one thing. We've got some shirts coming up. Also, have been making a little bit of headway on this fighting game. The Triple Tag Fighter is the unofficial name that I've got for it now. So we worked on this. I think this was like maybe the first stream that we did was working on this game originally. And so you can see, here's the cards. I don't know if we got to this stage, the last stream that we did with this, but yeah, we've got full sheets of cards here. I printed this out yesterday. Did some like super early rough preliminary play testing with it, just kind of by myself, one-on-one. Um, so hoping to do a little more play testing with that shortly as well. I think we might do that tomorrow. I actually have 2 games that I want to show tomorrow. The other one is probably what we'll do first, but I've been gathering a bit of a playtest group to help do a little play testing. We're going to stream tomorrow as well and do a little more play testing. So this might make an appearance. This is Triple Tag Fighter. Here's these. This is what I'm most excited about, I think. These are the charge cards. It's like energy cards, kind of, or mana and magic. These are like the cards that power up your guy. But it says charge. A cool bold. Here, let's see if we can get a better view of that. High quality display, please. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So that's looking pretty sick. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, so that's Triple Tag Fighter. I think that's all I had for this. I'm gonna go ahead and close out of some of this stuff, I think. Well, no, we need to leave InDesign open. We'll close out of a few of these. Yeah, save that. Yes. We'll leave that open. That doesn't take up much space. So, I felt like there was something else that I wanted to show as well. Oh, I've been working on the Mythmash rules. You know what? I'll pull that up real quick. We'll do a real quick sample of that. Mythmash. Where are you, Mythmash? This was also something that I was thinking. Oh, yeah, Battle of the Bands. Of course, it's not called Battle of the Bands anymore, but the band game that we've been working on. Mike Fitzgerald's band game. I've been doing a lot of graphics work on that. We're going to be bringing that to Dice Tower with us. And so sort of in getting ready for Dice Tower, we've been getting this game prepped as well. Let me show the Mythmash rules, and then we'll show that as well. What did I say? We got so much stuff. So much stuff to look at here. Where is Mythmash, though? Why am I having a hard time finding M? Mythmash. Yeah. Is this it? Let's find out. Yeah, this is it. So, this is kind of what I'm thinking for the rules book. Carries over some of that, like, bold, zany visual style from the cards. Let's switch this over to preview mode. So, yeah. First draft of this. We'll see. I guess I'm sort of conflicted because a rules book legibility should be the primary focus, but I don't feel like this is illegible. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. We might do a stream. Yeah, you can see I still got a lot of work to do here, kind of laying out the rest of the text boxes, but that's another thing that's been kind of in the works lately. Might do a stream with that at some point. Wrapping that up. We'll close that for now. Because today we are doing sports. Oh. Now, I've made a concerted effort up until this point to not do any sports stuff on Studio Spicy. I wanted to establish it, keep it, this is its own thing. But the reality is that I do a lot of work on sports game stuff, and so I'm kind of coming to the realization that if I want to stream more, that means the streams are just going to have to be some sports game stuff. And I think this is really cool sports game stuff. Zach, I'm sure you will get a big kick out of this. This will probably be very interesting for our Play Games audience. So, I guess let's just kind of jump into it. We're doing the MLS cards today, the 2023 MLS, and we're doing a baseball set as well, which we have not talked about yet. It was scheduled to be a huge surprise. We were not going to say anything about it at all, but I feel like there's not that many. Um, there's not that many play gamers tuning into this stream, anyways. So I think the few that are tuning in will be rewarded by knowing about this baseball set ahead of time. So actually, I'll show that first to sort of tease it, and then we'll do the MLS cards, and then we'll actually do the work on the baseball set afterwards. I think that's how we'll do this. So without further ado, let me navigate to these cards. So the set is called Baseball Leap 20XX. We are releasing it on Leap Day, as the name might suggest. And it is a future set. So we have modern sets, like present day sets for this past season. We have vintage sets that are for seasons way in the past. But up until now, we haven't done any future sets. I don't think anybody in the sports sim world that I'm aware of, at least, has done a future set before. And I'm not talking like next year's set. We're talking like the set is set in loosely 2040. So that is the premise here. Let's pull up some cards, and you can see kind of what this looks like. So here is the here are the playtest cards. These are in black and white. The official ones will be in color. We'll show those soon. But these sort of have give a what? I have to restart Acrobat or learn more. There's no other option to just close this. Okay, that's fine. Restart. Whatever. Anyway, so all of the players, well, not all of the players, but most of the players in this set are totally fictional. They're just made up names, made up players, because obviously who knows who's going to be playing in the MLB in 2040. But there are some players that aren't made up. There's a handful of guys that are like rookies this season or last season that are in here now as like veterans, icons. So that's pretty cool. And then there's also a handful of players that are we scraped like high school baseball player names, like the top, I don't even know how many. It was like a list of top high school baseball prospects for 2023. And we just grabbed some names off of that. The thought being that probably at least one of them will pan out, right? And so that'll be a fun little Easter egg for people playing through these through this set. So I actually don't even know which of these guys are real and who's fake. But if we have any baseball fans in the chat, some of you might be able to identify some of the names as we're going through them. The other thing that you'll notice here is that some of these guys, well, all of these guys, have 2 cards. Not everybody will have 2 cards, but everybody on this sheet has 2 cards. And I'm going to explain what that's about now. So there are a handful of guys. So the league is broken up into teams. It's based on real life Major League Baseball, cities, team colors, that kind of thing. And then there's also a handful of players who are unassigned, players who are not assigned to teams. And these are like the all-stars. So all of the all-stars we have stripped away from teams, and we're sort of doing a new mechanic with them for this set only. I think we'll probably just keep it in this set. But it's called Leap. Ties into the name, again, obviously. So some of these guys, well, all of these guys, in addition to the normal ratings that you would see on a History Maker baseball card, they also have this little text box down here. And I think we're actually going to do this differently in the final set. I think we decided that this is just going to be activated on a quality instead of this text. But anyways, they'll have some sort of key to activate. And when they do, you get rid of this card. You set this card aside, and you go to their Leap card. and their Leap card is sort of an upgraded version uh, of them. So this is sort of getting more into the world of games, not sims. And of course, this is a totally optional thing. So if you just want to play this season as a straight sim, don't even don't even worry about the leap mechanic. Just you can still use the all stars. You can just ignore their text or highlighted quality, however that ends up manifesting, and play it like you would a regular season. But for those of you that are a little more game inclined, I guess this will be a fun, I think, mechanic to really dig into and experiment with. So experiment is really the key word of this set. It's all very new. The look is very new. Um, the mechanic is very new. The concept even of a future baseball set is very new. So I think that's something that we want to do a lot of in 2024 is like really new things, and this is certainly representative of that. So that is here's the black and white cards. Let's see. I think I've got a sample here. Yeah, yeah. So this is maybe what the cards could look like with some color on them. Oh my gosh, Adobe, chill. We don't need to see all these tutorials. So yeah, I think that's basically the same as what you're seeing over here, just with the some color added in. And this is from earlier on before we had all the silhouettes, and I think a few other things have changed. But yeah, they look really sharp. I think with the bold colors, just two colors on them, one for the last name, one for the little backsplash thing here. To me, it almost looks like a magazine cover, which I really like. Really bold, really modern. So super excited about that. We will get into that shortly, but before we do, we're going to go through this MLS set. So let me pull that up as well. We've actually reworked the look of that a little bit too. Yeah, close all tabs. Let's meander on over to that. Let me oh shoot, sorry. Checking this stream here real quick. Oh shoot. Turn that off. Okay. Yep. So MLS, where are you? I think it's under Soccer Blast. Yep. 2023 MLS. Yup. Okay, so here's a sample of that. Not quite as wild as the Leap cards, but still kind of a fresh take. We'll zoom in here a little bit. 32 up. The cards are actually slightly smaller than the standard 32 up perf, and that's because I've included a 1/4 inch margin on the top and bottom that's just going to get cut off in our cutting machine, along with the sides, actually. So the page you get will be considerably smaller than an 8.5 by 11 sheet. And the cards will be just slightly smaller, but the trimming the margins here actually creates more room on the cards for us to print on, because that means that we don't have to include the 1/4 inch margin at the top and bottom of every card. How do I explain this in a way that makes sense? So if we were to not trim the top, then every card on this sheet, there's 4 cards to a column. Each one of those would have to have a 1/4 inch margin built into the top and bottom of that card, so that they're all the same size, and the bottom card on the sheet has room on the bottom for the printer, and the top sheet has room on the top for the printer. Instead, chopped off a 1/4 inch from the top and bottom of the sheet as a whole, and so now all the cards get to be uniform size. Maybe that doesn't make sense. I don't know. All you really need to know is that the cards are like just slightly smaller. I wish I had one here too. Actually, I could probably grab one real quick. Give me 1 second. I'll show you. Oh, let's see. What did Zach have to say? If I recall correctly, during the comments of the last YouTube stream, he said that Baseball America 24 is also coming out. Yes, yes. Okay, so that's why. So we're doing our Baseball America stream tomorrow night, but we will not be releasing this set tomorrow night. And to most people, that might be a little bit of a head scratcher as to why we wouldn't just release it that night. But you, Zach, will understand why. It's because we're releasing it alongside Baseball Leap next Thursday, which of course will be a stream about Baseball Leap. So we kind of went back and forth about whether we should release Baseball America on the Thursday before and then Baseball Leap the Thursday after. But ultimately, we decided that, especially for people looking to save on shipping, it might be frustrating to order Baseball America one week and then the very next week this other cool new baseball set comes out and now you gotta pay shipping twice. So I think that was the main motivation behind it. So hopefully that isn't too confusing for people. But anyway, here's the cards. So this is a sample of the new one, and this is like a old lacrosse card here. And so they're the same in width, but you can see, I don't know if you can see that actually. You can see in height, they are slightly different. It's like maybe a centimeter or two. So overall, creates more space on the cards. So, yeah, that's exactly what you asked. Yeah, well, now you know. Now you know, and I don't know, we'll have to come up with some way to kind of communicate that to people without giving away what the set is. So, we'll see. We will see. All right, so this is MLS cards. This is just a sample sheet. I'm going to go through right now and make the set, basically. So we've got a data merge file that's ready for this. And we got the template, obviously, that I used to create these cards. So what we're going to do is take that data merge, run the whole thing. It'll make all the cards, and you'll get to kind of see what that process looks like firsthand. And then we'll go through and add the colors last. So that is first on the agenda for today. And I think we're just going to jump right into it. So without further ado, here is our template. Okay, don't need that. So I think for this, I've been talking a lot. I think probably what I'll do for this is slow it down a little bit and maybe put some music on and do a little less talking, a little more working. I'm going to do my best to explain each step of the process as I get into it the first time. But if anybody needs a refresher or extra explanation, feel free to ask any questions in the chat, and I'll respond to those then. But other than that, I think I'm going to play it a little more quiet. So, okay. So we've got, I'm just having to refresh my memory on where I'm at with this. I think this is all good. Yep, I think this is all good. We're going to do the player images last. Yeah. I'm going to go actually check with Keith real quick just to make sure that we don't have anything else that needs to get changed on these. So give me 30 seconds to go. Oh, okay. Here he comes. He's coming over here. I'll make a cameo.
I'm barging into the spicy stream.
Yeah. Is there anything we need to do on these?
On what? What are you doing?
So this is these are the
yes,
template.
I think what we're gonna do is rather than have it say 24M Toronto,
Yeah.
You're going to take the 20. I think it'd be better to take the 24M off and put like a little logo here or something that says 2024. I'm not sure we really need the M since it has a distinctive card style.
Okay.
Just put the date. It's kind of what we do in the hockey sets. So the date just stays constant on each card as you do the data merge. That makes this gives you a little more space and makes it a little bit wider, a little more legible.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
just
my 2 cents.
2024 logo somewhere on here.
Yeah, I would put it in looking at all the different silhouettes. This is a prime area here. There's nothing there. All the
Okay.
qualities are here.
Yep.
Most of the logos the silhouettes kind of, flow in here. So this is a great place for it.
All right.
And I think we were also going to put like S instead of shot.
Oh,
and
right.
A.
Yeah.
We talked about doing that.
Yep. That's another good idea.
All right, I'm going to leave now.
All right.
Nice
That's
seeing you,
Keith,
Zach.
everybody.
Thanks for checking in.
All right, that was fun. So we'll make those quick couple changes here, and then we'll jump into. We'll just run the thing. All right. So that is going to be on the text layer. So I think basically what this means, what we're talking about here is getting rid of that. And then moving this up like that. And then maybe shrinking this box down a little bit to make a little extra space on the card. I think that's the plan. Are these not? No, they are. I was thinking they're not centered, but they're centered. This looks good. And then this color block can come up a little bit like that. Yeah, I think that's cool. Adds a little variance too, because now this bar is thinner than that bar. Let's move the name up a little bit, maybe. I want to see what this looks like on somebody that has stars, though. Get a little closer. Okay, yeah, there's some stars. Let's see a lot of stars. Okay, that guy's got a lot of stars. So, yeah. Does anybody have more than 5 stars in this set? Does anybody have more than 4 stars?
Yes.
Okay, there's some 5-star.
5.
Okay. Okay, so that'll be more than enough space for 5 still, though. We can probably increase the size on that a little bit. And you know what? We can actually... Oh, yeah, that's fine. These boxes kind of overflow into each other. And I don't think anybody will have 5 stars on shot and assist, probably. Actually, is there anybody that has 5 on shot and assist?
No.
Okay. Then we're good. We can probably even bump these up one more. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, these 7.5. Because there might be somebody that has 5 and 4, and then I think at 8-point font, it would just like look like one big stream of stars, which you wouldn't want. Yeah, I think that's cool. All right, so this will come up a little bit, and the last thing we need to do is delete this. Make that, change the font on this actually to something not quite so condensed. Just make it black. I think that's good. And then I kind of want to do all caps. So let's change that. What? There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh. I see what's going on here. Yeah, let's drop that back down to 100 where it should be. And then bump this up to like 12-point font. Maybe even more. Maybe we could do like 14? I think it's too tall. That looks cool. Let me just check. See what the longest name is going to be. And we'll accommodate that. Let's see. Who's got the longest name here? So here is the spreadsheet. Here's what that looks like. And starts with Atlanta. Montreal is the longest at this point. Washington, D.C. is probably going to be the longest. And New England's also pretty long. I think Washington, D.C. is longer, though. Yeah, it's going to be Washington. So that's card 143. I think 142, actually. So let's see what 142 looks like. Yep, too long. So let's drop this down until it fits. 12-point. 11-point. Okay. Well, that's probably too small, actually. Maybe we don't need to accommodate the smallest name. Or the longest name, rather. I think most teams will fit at 12. And then we can go in and manually adjust the ones that don't. How about that? Just trying to get this centered here. A little more down. Let's go like this. Okay, so it needs to come this way. Yeah, as close as it's going to get. Okay. So, all right, now we need to do the little year logo over here. And I think that could probably be a color field as well. So let's turn preview off. Go back into display mode. Color blocks. Maybe like that. Yeah. Seems good. You know, we can we're gonna put this text, the 24, on this color blocks layer, even though it is text and should go on the text layer, because it's never gonna get changed from card to card, and so we don't want it to be on that layer. Maybe like that. Maybe we should make a logo for it. Well, I guess the MLS probably has a logo already, so don't want to do that. Circle's probably fine. Seems good to me. It's 24, right?
What?
The year, the number that needs to go in the circle.
That's right, 2023. The 2023 season.
Okay.
I did say 24, didn't I?
Okay, that's fine. I'm glad I checked. 23. 23 it is. All right. I think this is good then. We're going to go ahead and run it. Cool. Just start from the top. And sorry, just doing one last mental check to make sure there's nothing else I need to do. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to turn some music on. So last time when I played music while streaming, after I uploaded it to YouTube, it got tagged by the artist of the songs, which I thought was weird because it's video game music, and I was pretty sure that oh, it does fall under fair use. You can use it in videos, but I didn't get like a copyright claim or anything like that. Is what I'm trying to say. But it did like pop up with like songs used in this video, and so I think just out of caution of that becoming an issue in the future, I'm going to stick to the music that did not get me flagged last time, which is Pokemon music. Yay. So that's what we're going to do. Let's find a nice Pokemon playlist. We'll get some like actual we'll find like an actual copyright free playlist that's not just Pokemon music to play in the future. But for now, we'll stick with what works. Yeah, this seems good. Turn that way down. It's probably good. You guys let me know if this is too loud or too quiet. Looks like it's just right on the stream. All right. So let's run it. We'll go with this. We'll go all records. And it all looks right. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, shoot. Immediately after pressing the arrow, I'm going to cancel this because I realized something. Okay, I realized that there will actually be a problem with me having this 23 on the color blocks layer because what I want to do is to change the colors for these teams. What I want to do is be able to just drag over the whole page, select everything, change the color over here. But if this box has a color in it, that's going to be a problem because we don't change the color of this text box, just the red circle behind it. So we're just going to move that up to the text layer and hope that that doesn't cause any problems. There. I think that's good. All right, we're running it. Let's try it again. I guess you guys can't see this. We'll bring the... Oh, does it not want to move? I've got a progress bar on my other screen. I'm not sure why it's on the other screen, but it's about 30%. We're just kind of hanging out, waiting for it to finish. Any day now. 60%. This is actually a little loud for me. I'm going to turn it down for me and then up for you. There we go. Oh, let's see. We got anybody in here? Got anybody watching this? Oh, yeah, we got some viewers. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your eyeballs on my stream. It's a big... I appreciate it. Let me know if you guys got any questions. Want to just chat? That's fine. I'm here. I'm here. I'm working. You're here. You're watching. We're hanging out. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's a beautiful day here in Colorado. Really, really nice outside. I think maybe that's why I'm in kind of a sporty mood. Feels like there should be sports going on. Spring has arrived. Not quite. It's going to be a little bit before it's spring still. But it feels like it. It's like what, 60, 63? 63 and sunny? Very nice. Very, very nice day. Beautiful Wednesday to be working on some sports cards. All right, what is going on with this? This should be wrapping up here soon. Okay, yeah, we're very close. It's finding overset text is what it says it's doing right now. Okay, whatever. There we go. Overset text report. Perfect. Just what I like to see. It's just going to take its sweet time to load. I get it. It's a big file. It's a big, big file. Yeah. So it looks like Washington, D.C. was the first city that got its name cut off. Which is good. It was pretty far down the list. Okay, great. Done. Close. Don't want to save it. That is all that we need. So, how many pages do we have here? 18 pages. Okay, that's not too bad. So, what do we do now? Okay, there's a few things that we need to do next. 197 errors. We will start fixing those, but before we do, I want to go in and change all these diacritical marks. Because commonly those will create these errors. I'm willing to bet that a good number of those 197 are attributed to diacritical marks. So, excuse me. Basically, what we do for this is we find the name on this sheet. We find the corresponding name on this sheet. It's going to be this guy right here. Looks like it's the U that's causing us problems. So then we will go back over here, do Command F, open up our Find Change menu, and we're just going to find all copies of that sequence and change it to this fun little U character instead. You can clear that formatting issue. Now, I'm crossing my fingers that this font that I've got here will have this symbol. Sometimes it doesn't, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. First, we'll just go ahead and make the change. It's thinking. 9 instances. Let's see. Does my font have it? It does. Nice. That's exciting. Okay, speaking of diacritical marks, this actually isn't diacritical. It's this is a check mark. So let's do that next. So we need to find all instances of this and change it to a check. Not sure why it does this. It's a check mark in the spreadsheet. But for some reason, I think when you download it as a CSV, like a plain text document, it doesn't have any way to represent those special symbols. So it just uses this weird code that it comes up with. But it's not the end of the world. It's pretty easy to go in and replace all of that. So let's change all those. This is going to be a lot of them. Let's probably have to think for a minute. Yeah, 328, yeah. That's a good few. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did get them. Good. So, I would like this check mark symbol to be a little bit thicker. I'm wondering, so let's just kind of browse fonts. Nimbus Sans, that's pretty good actually. Might go with Nimbus Sands. And that's not good. Where is Amboy? No, Amboy doesn't have a good one. That's pretty good. Oh, Azo Sands. That's for sure what we're using. Okay, so now we're going to, first of all, undo that change. Then we're going to find all of our check marks. Don't need to change it to anything character-wise, but we do need to change the format of it to Azo Sans Uber. Let's go ahead and change all. Gotta remember to sit up for these, so I'm a little more centered in the camera. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's zoom out. Yeah, this thing's really chugging here. I'm hoping the stream doesn't crash. I don't think it will. I just did a lot of cleaning up on my computer to help solve some of the space issues we were running into. Seems like it's fine now. Just for a few seconds after it makes those changes. But yeah, I think that looks good. As far as the check marks go, at least. It has not solved any of our errors yet. Oh, you can't even see the errors down here. Here, I'll pop up this window so you can keep a running tab on. This is the number we're looking at right there. That little guy. 197. And I think all of those are going to be text. Sometimes it'll give you like image errors. But I'm pretty sure that all of these errors are going to be text related. So that's just boxes like this, where the name is too long for the box. So let's go in and fix the rest of those. So this guy, his name, okay, it's like an A. So here's his name on the sheet. We need to get that little tick above the A. I'm sure there's a name for that. I wish I knew it. Jumping Square, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to the studio. We're deep into some sports card making right now. I guess the little scroll at the bottom of the screen can fill you in a little bit about what's going on. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, that needs to be the A. Like I said, I'm going to explain kind of what I'm doing the first few times that I do it, but certainly not every time. So this needs to get changed to this. I'm going to like kind of look around my microphone here. Don't need to change the format. Change all. You can see right away that this guy is going to be the next one. Oh, he might actually get changed with this. Keep an eye on this number down here as well. 30 replacements made. Did we solve any errors? It's checking. The Scram Tree, yeah. I think you can get it, can't you? I'm pretty sure it's still available on the site. It's under the merch tab. I'm going to check right now, actually. That's a good... If it's not, I'll make it available. We've got it. Shameless plug. Gear. Play the games. Wear the gear. Yeah, there it is. Right there. In fact, that's a good call out. If anybody likes this shirt that I'm wearing, right there. Available. Play.com. It is a cool shirt. It is a cool shirt. I like our Wayne Montana shirt that we did too. This one's fun. In fact, I think I get more use out of this one than I do of this one, but big fan of both. Oh, okay. Switch over to Scram. Yep. Lots of projects. So much to do, huh? All right, let's find the next. Yeah, that's... Oh, wow. This guy's got a crazy name. I shouldn't say that. It's not a crazy name. It's just, a very unusual name to me. Not a name that I'm used to encountering. Who is this guy? Coleman something? Excuse me. Okay, yeah, I see him. Yeah, so this will get changed to this. And then this. Let's change to this. Okay. I think that's everything on this page. Move on to the next one. As we get into the later pages, oh man, what is going on there? As we get into the later pages, there won't be as many of these because we're kind of going through and fixing all of them right now. Leo. What is Leo's name? Yep, I see it. That is certainly a character. And that's what we want. This is what we're changing. I have never seen that O with the X through it before. That is that is wild. Pretty cool. We should actually get both of his in one go here. Yep, it's only two of them. Cool. Anybody else? Anybody else got some wonkiness? Oh, it looks like we did solve one of our errors. We're down to 196 now. That's encouraging. Nothing else on that page. Here's one. Okay. Camille? Here he is. Let's see. He's got two unusual characters right next to each other. So the first one will be that. And then the second one will be this. See, only one of those. Cool. All right. Let's move on to this. We'll see if we get to baseball leap today. We might not. This might take up the rest of the day. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save right now. Because a thought just occurred to me that if this whole thing does crash, that would be... that would be bad. But not if we save it first. Okay, we're safe. Who else? There we go. Here's one. Looks like we already fixed the O. Oh, that should be lowercase, I think. Does the guy right next to him have one too? Looks like he does. Ooh, 19 of those. All right, that's a big one. See this? We'll come back to that. Okay, we'll come back to it right now. Oh, wait, no, we don't need the K. 2 of those. Yep. L with a little dash through it. That is certainly unique. Okay, how about this? Only one of those. Haley, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? Billy's finding a nice spot to lie down. Take her little afternoon nap. Billy, are you napping? What? Is this guy's name just Max? Yup, that is what it says on his thing. Okay. Yep. Come on. There we go. Always a little deflating when you wait 30 seconds for it to search the whole document and that ends up being the only instance. But what can you do? Wow, okay. Nothing on this page. That's encouraging. I think we're clean on this page too. If we get a few more pages in a row, I mean, I guess I should check all of them. We'll check all of them. Although I'll probably find it as we're going through and doing colors anyways. Yeah, you know, I'm not really finding much. So I think... Oh, no. There's one. See, he's in Los Angeles. There he is. I bet he's the only one. Yep. Oh, no, 3. Look at that.
Can I butt in for a second?
Yeah. What's up?
I was just hearing you talk about the guy that only had one name. There are a number of soccer players that only used one name.
Yep.
And
I saw that.
I put that on the last name box, but it kind of needs. What I usually do when I'm formatting these is I'll move up the top of the box.
Oh, okay.
Because this is blank, just so that it doesn't look like, oh, you forgot his first name. You know.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay, here's a good thing we can change. So all the Minnesota names are going to be too long. So we're going to search for Minnesota. Another brief Keith cameo, yes. Brief indeed. Let's see, how narrow do we need to make this for it to fit? 95 fits. Let's see, how many Minnesota players are there? 20. So this should tell me that it makes 20 changes. $20 replacements. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna call it good on the little character hunt, and let's move on to fixing some of these errors. So let's hit done. And now we're just going to go one by one and find each of these. Most of them we will fix by narrowing the name. If it's a crazy long name, we might drop the font size down. Like, this is a pretty long name, it looks like. Although 75, I would say that's probably acceptable. Seems good. Cool. I'll go and save. Just as a good measure. I can feel it starting to lag a little bit when I scroll through these pages. So where are we looking? Where's the box? What is it highlighting? Oh, it's all the Washingtons. Okay. Yeah, so this will be a job for fine change. First, let's see how long this needs to be. Oh, right. This is the longest one. So maybe we drop that to 85. Drop the size to 10. Yeah. And we're actually going to need to bring the font down a little bit so that it's centered. I think -1. Seems good to me. So we will find Washington, D.C. And let's make some changes here. Font size needs to be 10. And width. Horizontal scale needs to be 80. And the baseline shift needs to be -1. And let's change them all. Should tell us that there are how many of these? 20 probably? Yep, 20. 20 players per team, I'm going to guess. And then goalies, of course. Those are on a separate sheet. Yep, those all look good. So that's nice to cross 20 off the list there. Down to 151. We're just going to keep on trucking. Where's the box? Oh, I see. It's all of these Cincinnati's now. Nice. That's another 20 off the list. Yeah, drop down to 90. Is perfect. So, find Cincinnati. $130. Okay, here's another batch of 20. Probably that can just get narrowed. To the 85. Yep. Slow process. Slow going process. In hindsight, maybe not the most exciting thing for me to stream. I'm realizing now. But we're already so deep into it that we're just gonna do the whole thing. I think it's important to show the process in its entirety. Because by the end of today, you will have seen the entire card creation process for Soccer Blast, and a lot of card set processes that are like this. Actually, I guess you haven't seen the ratings process, but that's what the how-to guide's for. You get the how-to guide, you make the spreadsheet, you plug it in, you do this. That's it. That's the whole thing. Chill streams are perfect for working. That's good to hear. I am glad to hear that. My hope is that many other people feel the same way and will discover this stream and just I know that I find it helpful to work with someone. So if this accomplishes that for other people, then that's a win for me. Okay. This might be a name that we need to shrink the size on. You know what? 70, that is right on the cusp, but we're going to say that it's fine. Oh. Rating something like the PWHL inaugural season once it's over. Very cool. I won't pretend like I know what the PWHL is. I assume it's a hockey league of some kind. But don't know what the PW stands for, but that's very cool. That's exactly what the how-to guide is there for. So you can rate those seasons that we will never rate. Oh, cool. New pro women's hockey league that started in January. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there actually that would be interested in that. Women's sports are on the rise. There's a lot of growing popularity in women's sports. So, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, what am I... Oh, yeah, New England. Okay. So, that is gonna... How narrow does this need to be? Alright, I think we are going to drop that down a font size. Take it to 11. And crank the width back up to maybe... Looks like 85 fits. Call this minus 0.5. Yeah, cool. $11. 85 minus 0.5. 104. This should take us down to 85 errors. So we're getting there. More than halfway done. I think we started with 170 something. Yep, 85 errors. Very nice. I should double check this name. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be that character. He's on Orlando. Orlando. Nope, that is sure not what that name is supposed to be. Okay, so I could run a fine change on this, but I am pretty sure I'm not going to do it. I'm pretty sure he's the only guy that's got this. Yeah. Okay. So we actually can crank up the width on that back to maybe 95. Philadelphia coming in with another 20. Another 20 errors we can fix. $84. Drop down to 80. I think that's fine. Should take us to 64. I'm going to guess that there are 3 more teams, 3 more city names that all need to be completed for 60 more errors that we can... Wait a minute. Does Philadelphia really only have 8? Yeah, only 18 players on Philadelphia. Interesting. Oh, it doesn't change my prediction. There will be 3 more cities that need to be shortened and then like 6 more names. Let's see if I'm right. Salt Lake City, yes, that will be... There's 1 city. I think that's fine. 75 width. We'll go with it. I kind of regret now not streaming the process behind making this card template. Would have been a cool companion stream to this. Then you really would have seen the whole process. I guess that's the one step that I left out. Maybe next season. You will kind of see it with... you know what? We did see a little bit of it at the very start, huh? I had to make a couple changes. What I was gonna say is that you will see it with Baseball Weep actually when we get into that. All right, here's another one, Kansas City. Drop that down. 85, perfectly fine. Okay. 24 errors left. Two. I see these two names back to back. I'm going to guess it's these two and then a team. Yeah, because we're on the last page here. That's got to be what it is. Probably Vancouver, huh? Yikes. Okay, that's... Okay. That's going to need to come down a size. Maybe 2. Because 67 is just too narrow. And the rest of them are all Vancouver, which should be a very minor width adjustment. Take it to 90. Change this, 90. Okay, change all. And we should be error-free. Exciting. Look at that beautiful green light. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. Okay, so that is done. Love to see it. Oh, here's a weird one. Let's figure out what's going on there. It's an O. That's probably the only one. Probably don't need to do a fine change, but what can you do? Oh, there's 3. Wow, okay. I'm glad we did that. Okay, I'm remembering that another thing we wanted to do was I wanted to make these scissors a little more visible. So this will require another fine change. If you hadn't noticed, we do a lot of fine changing to set this up. So I'm going to find that exclamation point symbol. And this time we only want to find it. That's probably the only place that exclamation points will show up. We only want to find it in Zafting Bats. And then we're going to change the vertical width to... What would be a good number for this? $120, and then bring it down 125. It's a little more visible. Vertical scale 125, baseline shift -1. Change all, and there will be a bunch. Yeah, 828. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm also seeing that these stars could probably stand to come down by like maybe -1. I don't know, minus 0.5 maybe. What does that look like? Yeah, not even that much. 0.3. So minor at that point, but I think it does look better, so we're going to do it. H. Impaired dingbats? Pretty sure it was Zaf dingbats. Okay. We just want to change this. Oh, that gets deleted. Wish there was a way to delete that. 7.5. And this is minus 0.3. Change them all. Funny, there's a lot more symbols in this set than... A lot more scissor symbols in this set than star symbols. He's like, yeah. Oh, never mind. There is a lot of those as well. More, even. In fact, that's so many that I almost question that a little bit. I hope I didn't catch some stray H's. Maybe that makes sense. Huh, I guess that's right. Right, it's the check symbol that I was changing earlier, and there's like 300 of them. Okay. Okay. That's good. This is looking good. Let's go back to page 1. And now we are going to add colors. So, the way that I do this is I just let's do a quick Google search. And let's find, how do we want to search for this? MLS Atlanta. Uniforms. Okay, so this does actually work for Atlanta. Their uniforms are mostly red. It's pretty much the same red. So we're going to leave it. Next up, Austin. You know what? We're going to save this before we do all this. Just in case. Wow, they're like green. That's cool, actually. Okay, so now I'll go into this color blocks layer and just select all of Austin. We'll make it, I mean, that looks pretty close to me. I would say that's good. Okay, next is Montreal. Really? Montreal is next? I guess these don't go in order. Weird. Especially because the first two are A's, but whatever. Whatever. CF Montreal. Blue? We can do blue. Let's make it a new blue, though. Needs to be a little lighter than that. I think that looks good. You know what? I'm going to turn this to preview mode. So we get a better look at the colors. I think that's a good blue. Charlotte. Oh, wow. Are they purple? I'm seeing this purple and I'm seeing this blue, but I like the purple more, so we're going to go with that. Chicago up next. Oh, Zach, I'm just now seeing your messages. Yeah. Yeah, there is. These jerseys are cool. Yeah. There's a lot of colors that you don't see in like other professional sports scenes normally. How hard is it to balance between finding colors that accurately represent these real teams' identities, but will also look good printed? So, as far as printing goes, uh, as long as you work within a CMYK color space, it usually is pretty close. What you see on the screen is usually pretty close to what you get printed. So that's I don't, for anybody that doesn't know the difference between CMYK and RGB color spaces. Um, RGB is what screens use, digital displays use to display color, and so that stands for red, green, and blue. So all the colors that you see mixed on a digital screen are a mix of those three colors. For printing, however, printing is done in a four-way color space, I guess you would call it, which is CMYK. It's cyan, cyan, magenta, yellow, and the K stands for black for some reason. So a lot of the times, the problems that people run into when trying to translate the image they have on screen to print is that they'll be working in an RGB color space instead of CMYK. So I'll show you right now. Go in here, and I'm going to change the color of these. You can see each of these colors has a C value, M value, Y value, and another value. So we'll do it for Chicago here. Let's find Chicago's uniforms. Chicago. Okay, so they've got like this. It's like this orange almost, this orangey red. I don't know how I would represent this, so I'm just going to stick with the orange that it seems like is most prevalent. I mean, I do know how I would represent this. I would, do a mix of this teal and the orange on the different color blocks, but I'm doing one color block for each of these teams. So it seems to me like the most prominent color is going to be this orange one. So this red is actually pretty close already. We just make a new color and then open up this. And you can see that the color mode here is set to CMYK. So I could switch this to RGB, and now you can see we're messing with the red, green, and blue values instead. That's also where these hex codes come from. I watched a really interesting video the other day explaining how hex codes are generated and like what that represents digitally. I couldn't recreate it for you, but maybe I'll find a link to it. But anyway, you go back to the CMYK, and now you've got the four values. And these are the same values that your printer is going to have ink for. So it's got a cartridge of cyan, magenta, yellow, and black ink. And so you're literally just telling it what percentage of that ink do you want it to lay down on the page. And it gets you a pretty accurate estimation of what it'll look like when it's printed. So we just want to make this a little more orange. Not that much more orange. And we want to probably drop all the cyan out of it. I think we want to make it a little bit lighter too. I think something like that. I think that's good. Yeah, looks good to me. It's a little too coral. Needs to be bolder. Let's go like that. It's a very subtle difference, but I think I like that. Grab the rest of Chicago. All right, let's see what Colorado looks like. Interesting comment. Makes a lot of sense. Design people in college days, newspaper. So the tech has evolved a lot, and photos have a lot more color to fight with. It actually really hasn't changed that much since the invention of printing. Really, well, I guess digital printing at least. Um, it's pretty similar. There's really not that much to change about it, except maybe that what you're saying is like photos are just more colorful these days, and that's probably true. Um, but that's probably more a factor of taste changing over time than technology. I think, from what I understand, the technologies remain pretty much the same throughout the years. But also, that being said, I don't know that much about this stuff, so I could be wrong. Colorado uniforms. You would think I would know what the Colorado soccer team uniforms look like. But there you go. It's sort of a burgundy. Let's make a burgundy. Something like that, I think, is good. Columbus. Ooh, there we go. Bright yellow. Bright yellow. Cool. That's probably a little too bright. The white is not going to show up on that. So we'll have to darken it a little bit. This one we'll have to see what it looks like printed. If the white ends up being too hard to read, we will just go in and change all the text to black. It wouldn't be too hard to do. But I just want to see it before we make that change. Okay, Washington, D.C. Black. Cool. We're going to make it like a very dark gray, actually. Houston. Orange. Bright orange. Here's what it looks like. That's a cool graphic. Looks good to me. Maybe even a little more red. Cincinnati. Looks like it's mostly blue again. Kind of a navy. Seems good. Dallas. They're kind of all over the place. I'm seeing most of this red, though. It's just a really simple red. I think what we've got here is actually pretty close already. We might just introduce a little more blue to it. Yeah, I think that's good. Miami. Oh, pink. Wow. You never see pink jerseys in any other sport. That's cool. Oh, they got Messi on their team? I don't even follow soccer, and I know Messi. I remember hearing something about him coming over to the MLS this season or last season or something recently. I didn't realize Miami was the team he's on. Cool. Well, let's make this a nice pink. It's actually pretty pastel. Like 5 blue. See how that looks. This is another one where I'm a little... I want to watch the white. And just make sure that we don't... don't get too illegible there. I think that's probably close enough for the pink. I actually see some yellow in that. I'm gonna put a little yellow in. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, missed one. Okay, Los Angeles. Now there's two Los Angeleses, so I want to make sure I get the right one on each. What's the
Okay, so I used the nomenclature.
Yeah, there's Los Angeles and LA City.
Right.
What are the two teams?
Okay, so we can't use trademark names.
Yeah, obviously.
So
Uh-huh.
Los Angeles is the Galaxy, Los Angeles Galaxy. Then there's also Los Angeles Football Club, which is LA City.
Okay.
And I use the same pattern from New York, which also has two teams. So New York Red Bull is New York.
Is that really their name?
Yeah.
Red Bull?
Yeah, they're named after the drink.
Okay.
They're a very energetic team.
All right.
And the other team is New York City Football Club, and they are NY City. So it's New York and NY City, Los Angeles and LA City.
Okay, I'll let you know if I have questions about that again.
Okay, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Just remember, New York is Red Bull.
Okay. Okay, so the other one is LAFC, Los Angeles Football Club. Okay. Yep. Looks like they're kind of black and gold. I think I'm going to go with kind of this color. This greenish gold. Don't have too many teams in black jerseys. So that's what we're going to do. $30. 60. Yeah. Looks good. All right, Minnesota. Interesting. Are they sponsored by Target or something? So again, I see black, but I also see this sort of baby blue. I don't want to use that if that's. I guess it's their secondary. There is that same blue on their primary though. So I think that's probably what I'm going to use for them. The text is in black, so, you know. Makes sense. All right, Nashville up next. All right, yellow again. Don't have them be too similar to that other team that had yellow uniforms. This one's a little more lime, so I think I'll lean into that. I mean, it's not really lime, but I think I made the other one more gold. This one will have a little more blue in it. So just for reference, this is what the other one looked like. So let's go in and mess with that. It's going to introduce some cyan, maybe 15, maybe 20. Take the magenta out. Maybe a little bit of black. 10. Let's probably go down to 15. I think that's good. That looks pretty green, though. Yeah, we got to take some of that blue out. Drop it to 10, maybe? Yeah, I think that's good. All right, New England. Oh, whoa. What is going on here? That's a crazy uniform. Okay. Well. Looks like their normal ones are not that crazy. Yeah, I just see red, white, blue. Looks like mostly blue. We'll give him blue, but it's got to be a little different than the other ones we've done so far. This is probably going to be the closest. So I think we can probably just make it a little lighter. $75. Put a little yellow in there, maybe? Yeah. It's good with me. It is different. Okay, New York. Oh, this is the other one that has two teams. So New York is Red Bull. And New York City is New York Football Club. Yep, they sure are sponsored by Red Bull. Yeah, I think it's mostly red. And it's pretty much the same as this red that we've already got on their card, except maybe a little brighter. So let's just take the cyan out of that. And drop the magenta down to... Even 90's too much. Maybe the yellow needs to come down? I think it's probably fine the way it is. 95, just slightly. Yeah, you know what? I think it probably is Final Fantasy music at this point. I think we're past our Pokemon playlist. Oh no, we're still on it. I think it's it's from one of the Mystery Dungeon games, which explains why it's maybe a little more RPG-like. Good call out, though. We are almost done with this playlist. I should find another one before it runs out and throws me to something. Let's do this. Okay, where were we? New York City. So that is New York FC. And they are also kind of a baby blue. Okay. We can work with that. Here's our other baby blue for reference. I'm going to say that theirs has some more red in it, some more magenta. No black. It's maybe like up here. It's not very light at this point, though. Oh, that's fine. Really what I'm looking at is this color. In fact, let's just match that. It's kind of like that. 30, 50 would be my best guess. Pretty close. Pretty close. Close enough. Okay. Orlando. Keith says purple. And it is indeed purple. Look at that. Very cool. Let's pull up our other purple just to make sure that this one's different. Yeah, this one has more blue in it. That's good. Philadelphia. Navy again. Maybe we'll. That's like a really dark navy. I think that's probably what we'll go with. Just to distinguish them. Let's see. I think this is the other navy that's dark. So let's make it even darker. Let's drop the yellow down. Crank that all the way. No. Put that at 80. Then bring black up to like 50. That's dark enough. Portland? Kind of a rainforest green. That's cool. Why is Portland, Oregon sponsored by Alaska Airlines? It's a nice green. All right, Salt Lake City. Hmm. Red and blue. Although this has them in sort of a mustard yellow. So that's from 2023. Well, this is 2024. Probably should go with the red. I'll just give another one of those basic reds. In fact, I might just leave them like they are. Yeah, we're going to do that. Next. Somebody's got to use that red. I don't think anybody else has used it yet. San Jose. They got a lot of players on their team. Is it 20? Yeah, that's 20. Okay, kind of a electric blue. Sounds good. I think this is the closest we've come to that so far. So let's just change that a little bit. There's a little darker, I think. So maybe go like this. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Not super different. You know, let's take the black out. I think that's good. Seattle. Okay, also kind of green. A little more lime this time. I see they have a red one, maybe, but we're for sure doing the lime green. We don't really have a lime green yet, so this would be the closest. That'll be easy to change. Just go like that. I like it. Kansas City. We're almost done here. Before I forget, I'm going to save again. Good. Two colors that we've already used a lot. Baby blue and navy. This is a little more teal than the other light blues we've used, so we're going to go with more of a teal color. This would be the closest. Let's mix that up a little bit. Throw some yellow in there. Yeah, it's certainly not that yellow. Maybe like that, though. 20. Bump this up to 60. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, you're going to Charlotte's home opener Saturday night. That's exciting. Have fun. Have fun. Let's see. Where is Charlotte on here? They're all the way up at the top. Let's find them real quick. 15 bucks. Yeah, that is a good deal. Let's see. Charlotte. Oh, yeah. They had the nice purple. Very cool color for a uniform. We'll enjoy that. That'll be a fun experience, I'm sure. Do you go to a lot of the Charlotte games? That's kind of how I feel about the Rockies. You can get like they call them rock pile tickets. It's like the super cheap section. I forget what they run now, but there was a time when they were like $6 or something like that. That was a while ago, but I think they're still pretty cheap. And it's certainly worth it at that price. St. Louis. Okay. Also kind of pink. Not quite pink, more salmon. But that's good. We haven't done that yet. We have one that's kind of like that. Which one is it? Oh, no, we don't really. I guess it's this. But theirs is much pinker than that. Maybe even a little more. Definitely a little more. No, I don't want to shop. I think that's right. Okay, Toronto, and then Vancouver, and then we're done. Okay, these are really cool. That's a great jersey. But it is not their standard one. They are like red and white, it looks like. We haven't done a white one yet. And obviously white is tough because the text is white. But maybe a light gray would be okay. Otherwise, we just have to do red again. $40? Is that legible? I think that will be legible. I think we're going to go with that. All right, last one, Vancouver. Here we go. And it's Navy. Blech. All right, maybe it is. We'll just take like this, I guess, and maybe make it a little. I don't know. This is kind of a dull navy. Let's make this more dull. It's probably good. Yep, that's it. Done. So the last thing that we need to do here is create. We just need to paste in the player images, and that's pretty easy. We've got where is our InDesign document? We've got a open up the sample file. Already got them all laid out here. So we just need to copy these. And we decided we were going to drop the opacity down a little bit to maybe like 30. Let me just copy this. Go over here. Page 1. Make sure we're on the images layer. Paste in place. Oh. On the images layer. Oh, right. We got to turn this gradient off, too. You know what? We can just delete this whole thing because we're not using it. Oh, yeah. It's coming together. Maybe we'll print out a set of this on stream. You guys can see what it looks like. I want to check these colors anyways. Here's a name that I missed. He's on Minnesota. What? Zero changes made? Really? Because there's one right there. Oh, right, because I got to clear those. Right. Okay. Okay, there's 3 of those. Wow. All right. I really like these colors. See them all next to each other. They look really nice. Cool. That's the set. I think we are going to print this out. I'm going to do that right now. Let's gotta save it first. Very important. And then export it, which might take a little bit of time. You know, actually, it's not the whole set. I've not done the goalies yet, the keepers. So that will have to be done still, but we're gonna print these out regardless and have a look. So let me go get my flash drive. Be right back. Right. The drive has arrived. But we're still exporting. Let's pop that up. Okay, 66%. Not bad. Coming along nicely. Ooh, you know what? I realize I'm going to have to unplug something. My microphones or something. Actually, no. I don't think this camera's in use. That's fine. We'll unplug that. in order to plug the flash drive in. I guess I've got ports on the back of my computer too, but that would be a hassle. Come on, 99. So close. Wow, we are really stuck at 99. It'll get there. So I'm thinking we will get this printed, and then maybe while it's perfing, we will do the keepers. Yep, sounds like a good plan to me. How long will it sit at 99? Gotta plug my phone in. Getting low on battery. Any day now. Yeah. At least once a day. And look at that. You said that, and immediately it heard you and said, okay, we're done. They don't need that eat. Okay. So here's the PDF. Beautiful. Everything exactly where it should be. Exact same spot on all the pages. Love to see it. All right, get that on the flash drive here. Oh, right, I gotta plug the flash drive in. That's why it's not pulled up. Gonna eject that. I'm gonna go print. Give me just a couple minutes. I'll be back and we'll do the keepers. All right. Cards are being perfed as we speak. I don't know if you can hear that low hum in the background. It's not so low for me. It's pretty loud. I think the microphone cuts most of it out, though. Hopefully. But yeah. So while that's going, let's go ahead and make these keepers. So we go into our template. And we're going to save this as a new template. Keepers template. Close out of this. And you know what? I'm gonna go grab a set of keepers from a different set just so I can look at them. Well, actually, maybe there's one on the website. Let's do that. Let's see. Play.com. Let's go shop. Play Classic. Soccer Blast. It's the EPL. Do we have any keepers on here? We don't. There's a keeper. Right there. All right. We can work with that. Looks like it's really just... Okay, yeah, I've got some ideas. So let's load in the other data sheet. Select data source. That's fine. Oh, no, we don't want this. We want Soccer Blast. MLS Keepers Table 1. Open that up. Position team start. That's good. So let's lock that. These we need to delete. And these all get deleted. Oh, and this gets deleted as well. Let's go ahead and lose that. Actually, let's not lose it. Let's just bring it down here. Because I've got a thought on how we're going to do this. Let's grab this, actually. Sounds like our cards are wrapping up. Ah. All right, I'm gonna go grab those cards.
They look cool. Wow. You're gonna love these. That's awesome.
All right, let's take a peek. Here we go. Check that out. Let's get some better lighting, actually. Can I open this window? Is that gonna... Will this help? Nice. Hold on. We can do better. Oh, what? That's not... Okay. Can I manually adjust this? This is more work than it's worth, but we're already so deep. There we go. That's probably about as accurate as we're going to get it. Maybe crank the saturation a little bit. That's probably good. Page by page, here we go. Oh yeah, look at that purple. Look at that purple. So here's the yellow we were having some questions about. I would say it's right on the cusp of needing black text instead of white. It's certainly not as legible as like the black on these cards down here. So I think we could go in and change all that text to black. It would seem a little bit weird to me to have that be the only team where their text is in black. So what I might do instead is, first of all, I just might not do anything. You can read it. It is, legible. There we go. That's a nice crisp image. So I might do nothing, or I might darken the yellow a little bit. I think those are the two options. Come on, it was all It's nice and focused just a second ago. There it is. Yeah. Let's keep going. The page by page tour. This is a cool page. Love the pink and blue on both of these teams. Looks really nice. Also nice. Also love this. That's a really cool yellow. It's almost lime, not quite lime. Love it. More classic red and blue. It's another one of those baby blue teams. There's a lot of baby blue in this league. Really, we should go to the table cam for this. There's Portland in their forest green. Focus. Focus. No? Okay. Another cool page. Getting towards the end now. There's the gray. But, you know, when you have such a light gray like that, compared to the rest of these cards, especially compared to a really dark color like that, to me it reads as white, which is what the team's color is. So hopefully that comes across to everybody else. But yeah, that's the set. And you just saw the whole process, start to finish. Which is pretty cool, I think. Thanks, Zach. Thank you. All right, I'm going to readjust this camera because this is a little bold for my taste. What do we do? Take the contrast back. I like the contrast where it is. First of all, let's get this window closed. Yeah. Just set that as 0. Cool. Looks good. All right. Back to work. We're almost done. Delete these while I'm thinking of it. And now we need some text boxes. For the stars. Find someone who's got 5. Okay, so that's one idea I've got. I'm a little concerned actually that we're not going to see the goalie now. He's going to be covered up by this. But let's just see if that's the case. Let's go ahead and run this. And we'll just paste some images in there if we need to. Wait, we will need to. How many pages? Ooh, that's rough. Just 3 on the last page. Well, no way around it.
There may be some goalies we can remove.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Like 3?
Yeah, I would say there might be 3. Can I butt in here or take a look?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I would look at the start. We're looking for the start ratings of X. I actually probably could look at the spreadsheet to see how many games they actually played. So you're going to look at teams that have more than 2 goalies.
Mm-hmm.
And if one of those, like if they got 3 or especially they got 4
Yeah.
goalies, you can easily delete one of them.
Okay, that's going to be easier to see in the spreadsheet, so maybe you want to make that call.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. All right, let's grab some images. Where are my soccer images? Hmm. Uh-oh. Did our playlist end? That's fine. We'll go music list for the rest. We don't have a ton more to do anyways. Here's all my soccer images, but I thought I had some goalies somewhere in here. Okay. Now that's hockey goalies. No. No, I don't want a Bing search for goalies. I want to search my computer. Hmm. I mean, I guess some of these are goalies. Let's just try it. Let's get onto our image layer. And just put some of these guys on there. Like, that's a goalie. We might just have to do fewer goalie images, which would be fine. Who else could be a goalie here? There's one. I don't know. Do we have him already? Yeah, we've got him already. Maybe we'll just have 4. That's the other one. Oh, wait, no, we did that. Well, yeah, we totally got that already. Okay. Well, what don't we have then? We got that, we got that, we got that. This. This one. Yeah, I think that's good. I think it's fine that I think these lines are covering them over in a fine way. That works for me. So, I just need to delete all of these other image boxes. Copy these. Drag them over here. Drag them down here. And then once more. And there we go. Okay, now we just add the colors. Well, I guess we need to do the errors first. You know what? We're actually not going to finish these right now because I think we were going to remove some. We were going to find 3 to remove here. And if we do it now and then have to remove them individually, that's going to be a whole big mess. So probably we will just stop this here for now. And I would say we'll finish in another stream, but probably I'll just finish this on my own sometime because there's really not that much left to do. So that is that. That is going to be our soccer stream for today. I'm debating whether we want to get into baseball leap or not. Be here till 7. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I was never planning to finish baseball leap today, but Figure we can at least get a start on it. Ugh. Yeah, probably it's best to save that for another time. So, I think that will wrap us. Oh my gosh, I just noticed this text at the bottom of the screen has been here the whole time. Is not accurate. It is not what we're doing today. Oops. Oops. Oh well, my bad. That's too bad. Oh well, not the end of the world. But if you were wondering, if you were questioning when we were going to get into the web graphics today, sorry to disappoint. We are not doing that. Okay, well, I think that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's see, we'll go back to this. That's going to wrap things up around here. Oh, wow. Kind of a long stream today. 3.5 hours we've been going for. But that's what it takes to get these card sets done. It's quite the process. But now you know what it looks like. And maybe this will help you, make your own cards. For your own card sets at some point. Hopefully, maybe not. At least, hopefully, it was entertaining. So that'll wrap things up for me here. Thanks everybody for tuning in today. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. We are streaming before I go. We are streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to do some play testing for a couple of the card games that I showed off at the start of the stream today. So that will be very fun. If you're interested in that, definitely consider tuning in. And I will see you then. So until then, take it easy. It's been Studio Spicy. We'll catch you next time.